Currently, Gautam is studying in 9th standard. He is a wise young man, excelling beyond his peers not only in academics but also his computer skills. Since childhood, he has always been deeply passionate about computers. However, as he grew older, his interest in computers surpassed his dedication to studying. This shift in focus often angered his parents. Gautam's mind became consumed by video games to the extent that he would rush to computer immediately after returning home from school. On holidays, his absorption in gaming was even more pronounced, causing him to forget basic necessities like meals and water.
Gautam, is your life solely about video games? Do you ever consider focusing on your studies?
Gautam's father, Vishwanath, expressed his frustration. Interrupting Gautam's intense concentration on the games, he continued, "I told you, Gautam, your father will be displeased if he finds you are like this," added Gautam's mother.
Gautam, listen, you can lead a horse to water, but you cannot make it drink. We can pay for your fees, but we can't study for you. What if you fail? Have you ever considered the consequences?
Vishwanath's voice carried a mix of concerns and sternness. Vishwanath, who had once taken a pride in Gautam's academic achievements, couldn't bear to witness the sudden decline in his son's dedication to studies. Despite reprimanding him numerous times, there seemed to be no improvement. Gautam's interest in academics waned, and his grades began to suffer. The thought of Gautam potentially failing his exams haunted Vishwanath daily. He had boasted to others about his son's potential to achieve a perfect 10 GPA in the 10th grade. Now, the fear of his son falling short of that expectation grounded him. Amidst his troubles, Vishwanath's phone rang. After the call, he exclaimed,
"Gautam, bring your report card."
At the mention of the report card, tears welled up Gautam's eyes. Confused and distressed, he handed over the report card to his father. Upon reviewing the grades, Vishwanath's anger erupted. Grabbing Gautam's shirt, he delivered a sharp slap on both sides of his cheek.
"Do you realize what the principal told me today? Your performance has been tarnished and reputation of the school might be affected. They call me to express the concern that your grades are not meeting the expectation."
Vishwanath scolded. Heartbroken, Gautam retreated to his bedroom, shedding tears of frustration. Exhausted from crying, he eventually drifted off to the sleep. Suddenly, a voice called out, "Gautam, Gautam!" Startled and awake, Gautam found himself facing the computer once again. "What, Gautam? Why are you so bewildered?" she said. Gautam became uncontrollably angry.
"Stay away from me. Get away from me. Now I don't know what I'll do if you don't go away,"
he shouted loudly. "Why are you so angry? What did I do?" replied the computer.
"It's all because of you. You are the reason I got punished today,"
said Gautam. "Yes, it was your fault. So you got scolded," responded the computer.
"Is it my fault?" Gautam asked in surprise.
"Yes, it is your fault. Let me explain why. We are tools that enlighten the workload of humans. You have friends. In a word, we have the capability to bring the entire world before your eyes. Not only the games you play, but there are also many hidden educational resources. There's infinite knowledge available inside of us. Instead of utilizing the necessary information provided, why choose the negative ones? In that case, why should we remain silent? Think for yourself. Have you ever explored the educational resources available on me? If you dwell deeper, you'll understand that I am valuable educational tool," explained the computer.
"You are right. If I hadn't considered it that way, every day I would have used computer for games other than studies. Thank you," said Gautam. Gautam opened his eyes upon hearing his mother call.
"What are you murmuring about, Gautam? Were you having a nightmare?" asked his mother, Varalakshmi.
Gautam paused for a moment and pondered. "God, was it all just a dream?" Gautam chuckled to himself. "The dream opened my eyes," thought himself.
You see, Gautam became ensnared in the allure of video games and eventually fell behind in his studies. Even the computer itself irritated. With this assistance, everything is accessible at your fingerprint. Addiction not only leads to academic decline but also affects your health. Holding on to a mobile phone for a longer period of time can expose you to harmful radiation. Problems such as neck pain, visual impairment, headaches, and forgetfulness may arise. You may become less active, less diligent in your studies, and experience a decline in brain power. That's why teachers, parents, and even computer advisors us to limit ourselves with cell phones. If you need knowledge, you can access information on computer, but it's best to avoid excessive use of cell phones.